Moment of silence for the champions, for those who make going hard a lifestyle. Never wait for nothing, gotta get it right now. I'm in the spotlight when they turn the lights down. Only a champ swing the hardest in the 12th round. I love the fourth quarter, I love the ninth inning, I love game 7. Bring on the competition, cause in my heart can't nobody do it better. Can't slow me down, won't stop me never. I'm so Cassius Clay, I'm Tyson in his prime.
You know me, man. I'm Barry Bonds with mines.
What's
Pigskin is back, ladies and gentlemen. Fucking football is back. Let's fucking get it. We are the Pressure Podcast.
Energy shifted, baby.
Throwdown Thursday.
Give me a hell yeah!
Let's get it.
What's up, everybody? We missed y'all too.
Absolutely.
This is the Pressure Podcast. We took a hiatus for a July month, and now we're back to cover the preseason.
It is time.
Make some, have some debates. I got some things working out for you guys right now. We got a few things. Come Saturday, stay tuned. We will bring back the Mortal Kombat inspired Tower Rank.
Finish him!
Sir.
But without further ado, we are live from our studio in Orlando, Florida. It's your boy King Colt.
LeBron, what's up, people?
Finish him!
Welcome. It is rated M for millennials. Throwdown Thursday, everybody. Football is back. Mock draft season and the over and underrated. This is what I got for you guys in store today.
Be cool, nigga.
So, today was a showdown of our boys. The Ravens win, Eagles win. It's preseason football talk. I can care less. We already knew that was going to happen. Do you know why my Ravens always win a lot in preseason? Do you know why the Eagles win in preseason? Because we are the deepest fucking teams in the league. That's why. Because we draft so good that our secondaries and our third stringers and our fourth stringers are way better than everybody else. You know what I'm saying? So, what to think about the Ravens game? Keaton Mitchell is back.
Yes, sir.
What to think about the Eagles game? Will Shipley's back. The funny thing is, your third stringers were keeping up with Joe Burrow and their first stringers. Cincinnati can't draft anywhere good because they can't even use their.
Well, I would say second stringers. They're second stringers, but at the same time, it's like it was impressive because it was like there was a point in the game where it was third against first, and I was sitting there like I can't believe our third string offensive line is hanging with their first team. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy.
It is kind of crazy. So what's up, Denali? He is asking, what are your thoughts on the green toys that have been the women's basketball league? You know what that's about?
Let the rock on that. I don't know what the hell.
Big pause. So Denali, what he's bringing out as one of our viewers is that in the WNBA, some lime green dildos, vibrators, women's toys have been thrown at the basketball court randomly. It'll hit the referee one time, it'll hit somebody in the leg, and
Whoa.
Big pause. But it is disrespectful. It is disrespectful. Whoever's doing that needs to stop. That is disrespectful. These girls are not whores. These girls are women who are playing basketball. They're trying to make a good life, trying to be a good role model. There's no, you remember when Barry Bonds was playing? There was a time when he was about to hit his 700 home run. On his way back, someone threw a syringe at him. And that's disrespectful. Guys, I know you paid good money to get those seats, but that doesn't give you the right to become part of the game, like Spike Lee did. Okay? And remember, becoming part of the game ain't always good. You might piss somebody off and fuck up your team's success. You know what I'm saying? So, no, Denali, I'm not with that, okay? I'm not a misogynist like you think I was. I am for what's right, and that is wrong, all right? Those women don't deserve that. Now, if you were in a...
And the referees don't deserve that shit.
Yeah. If you were in a... Let's say you were in some feminist rally, if you were in a strip club, if you were in some spring break party or whatever, and you throw a dildo at some girl twerking on stage or whatever, that makes sense. That's funny. But in the WNBA, that's not funny. That's not funny. And it's not funny because it's disrespectful to women. It's funny because most of these women are manly. They don't want that. They want pussy. They don't want Big,
Yeah, that's facts.
big pause.
That's facts.
Nah, I'm just messing. That was out of line.
Goddamn white boy.
I was just trolling. I'm just trolling. That's me being misogynist. Okay, that's the misogynist side of me, Denali, that you were talking about. I'm just trolling.
But that is true though. They do want that. They want that more than they want. Yeah. They're like, oh wait, hold on.
We're not gonna speculate that most women in the WNBA are lesbians.
They're
I'm
like,
saying,
throw some panties on.
I'm just saying, next time throw a blow up doll, see if it makes a better reaction. All right, that's all I'm saying. But no, y'all need to stop. That's not cool. That's not cool at all. But that's funny. So appreciate you, Denali, for that. He said facts.
Give me a hell yeah!
Talk your shit, Denali. Yo, do you have a webcam? We could put you on a little screen here. All right. So we were just talking about how football is back. It's mock draft season, okay? So I'm gonna start doing mock drafts this weekend. Just to get I mean, I'm not taking this serious. It's just to get a feel and a read of what people are thinking nowadays. You know what I'm saying? Now, it's funny because every time I do a mock draft, every year, the way you see in the mock draft looks nothing what it looks like in our draft. Okay? Nothing. There's always curveballs. There's always sliders. There's always a knuckle.
Because most of us think, we really do think alike. We are thinking like ahead of the curve. So, like for example, if you see an Ashton Genty, it's possible somebody takes him early. It's possible, and I wouldn't be surprised about that shit. Cause shit, who does Oakland have like on their team that's actually like a running back that you can rely on? So that rookie's gonna get every chance to get every carry pretty much, and they're already like hyping him the fuck up. So I expect somebody to make that move early.
I'm not a believer of spending your first 3 picks on rookies unless it's a can't miss. Okay, a good example is like Justin Jefferson.
Yeah.
Another good example was the year Julio Jones and AJ Green came out. You could tell that they went to good quarterbacks who can get in the ball.
Chase.
Jamar Chase. There's some guys.
Brian Thomas.
You know what I'm saying? But Jaden Daniels, I had Jaden Daniels. I didn't draft him until like the 5th, 6th round. No, not even. Way more than the 9th round. Because I picked another quarterback first. The year Brock Purdy went off, I didn't pick him early. Most of my rookies I don't pick early. That's why I didn't have Malik Neighbors. Malik Neighbors ended up proving people right. But at the end of the day, how many other Malik Neighbors have we drafted, or you could have drafted and didn't do shit in the rookie season because it's a rookie season? Yeah. For example, the guy that everybody thought was going to be a better prospect than him was Marvin Harrison Jr.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
And not to say that he had a bad season, but it wasn't in comparison to what Malik Neighbors did.
They didn't draft him that high either.
No, a lot of people did.
Not in our draft.
Mm-mm. But in a lot of mock drafts, he was gone by the 2nd round, 3rd round on average.
So that's what I'm saying. Like in our drafts, we think ahead. We know what's the most important position, which is the running back.
Now, I'm not going to tell everybody my strategy, but my main draft strategy in the first 3 rounds is to get a wide receiver, a running back, and if possible, a quarterback to start. If possible. If I could get one of the top tier quarterbacks. If I could get Josh Allen, if I could get the Lamar Jacksons of the world, the Joe Burrows, Pat Mahomes, you know what I'm saying, those guys, I will take them. But if they're not there, I'm going to go with best available, another wide receiver, another running back. But I'm not picking a rookie. Gianti, I'm sorry, but I'm not going to pick
you. Know what?
Unless you're there in the 4th round.
Denali, you know who I think is better than Marvin Harrison Jr.? The kid that's coming out next year from Ohio State, Smith.
Now, there's a caveat. Let's say I picked Derrick Henry or Saquon Barkley with my first pick, okay? Second pick comes around, I pick up Puka Nacua, okay? So now I got a solid running back and a solid wide receiver. If on that 3rd go-around, my quarterbacks are gone, the one that I wanted, and the best available is Genty, I'll take a flyer on him on the 3rd pick. But in the first 2 picks, I'm not taking a rookie. I'm just not doing it. I don't care how good he looks. It's very, very, very hard to tell because you can't predict the future. None of us can. We can only try by looking at trends and noticing and doing our research.
The only thing I'll say about that is that with him, it's different because, like I said, I don't feel like they have an established running back over there. So more than likely, he's going to get every chance to touch the ball the most.
Denali, I'm not big on college football. I'm just big on football. So I do watch college football, but if you watch enough highlights, because the thing is that I like to watch highlights after work. So there's always a highlight to watch. There's something to watch.
He's a human highlight reel.
And there's some guys that are gonna pop out. Like when I was looking for a quarterback, when I was looking for the new crops of quarterback, the Sam Darnold draft, I was looking at Baker Mayfield to see, because everybody says he was consensus #1 pick, but some people said Sam Darnold. I already had scouted Sam Darnold, and it was okay, but I didn't like it like that. Big pause. But Baker Mayfield had an arm, and I'm like, oh, this guy could whip it. But no, I started noticing that he's passing it to two main guys. Number one, Hollywood Brown, and the other one, C.D. Lamb. And I mean, maybe it's because of the names, because you're not going to forget a name like Hollywood Brown or C.D. Lamb. C.D., you know what I'm saying? So those kind of names stick with you, and then you're like, oh, shit, they're in the pros now, and look at them, they're still doing good. So
Take a ball. Them got some balls.
Pete Carroll's an excellent coach. Pete Carroll is one of the best coaches in the league. I don't think he's one of my favorite coaches, but I don't think he's one of my least favorite coaches either. I don't really have too many favorite coaches. There's only a few coaches I ever really like. I like John Harbaugh. I like Sirianni. I like Bill. I mean, I hated Bill Belichick, but I like Bill Belichick. I hate facing him is what I'm trying to say. I don't like Mike Tomlin, but I love Mike Tomlin. Fuck Mike Tomlin. You know what I'm saying? That's just who I am. I'm a competitor. I'm old school, whatever you want to call it, but that's the way I am. I can't just cheer for everybody. I got to boo at somebody and cheer for some people. And if that person happens to play or coach for the team that I can't stand, fuck you until you retire and leave that team. It's just the way it is. No, I don't. There's other coaches I like. But wait a minute. Nick Sirianni's not a vanilla coach. Bill Belichick's not a vanilla coach. Mike Tomlin's not a vanilla coach. I'm just saying fuck Mike Tomlin because he's a Steelers coach, and I'm a Ravens fan. So you see right here, fuck the Steelers. I'm sure they feel the same way about us. But in the offseason, we don't got to talk much shit because there's no reason to talk. And I respect Mike Tomlin. Believe me, I know he's one of the best coaches of all time to me. But no, my kind of coaches are like Dan Campbell in Detroit. That's my kind of coach. The Rex Ryans, the guys that you know what I'm saying, make players play hard and give them everything you got for them. That kind of player, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now all coaches are like that. John Harbaugh's not like that. John Harbaugh's a really quiet dude until he's pissed off because he's Irish.
Well, Denali, your point is mute because most coaches in the NFL are white. It's not their fault. It's just that's how kind of the shit works out.
And
it's
I don't care if they're white.
Believe me, we want to see more black coaches, but they don't. They just It's not a part of that.
I don't care if they're white.
Not yet, anyway.
I don't care if they're white. I don't care if they're Puerto Rican. I don't care if they're Asian.
I don't care what they
I honestly don't care. If they know football, they know football. That's all I can care less about. I mean, I get it. I would love to see more black coaches in the league. Don't get me wrong.
But what he's saying there, that's why I can't agree with that.
But I don't think he's being racist. He's just saying they're all old and white, so it's time for new win. And then for a lot of them,
we do. You're right. Some of them do need to move on. And some of them have.
Mm-hmm. But all right, let's go to over under. What coaches are overrated to you, Denali? To me, let me tell you who's overrated. Overrated is the coach of the Miami Dolphins. He's overrated. He's a great offensive coordinator, but I don't think he's a great head coach. However, he has done good with the Dolphins, so I'm not going to take too much credit away from him. But he hasn't done much since he's done that with the Dolphins. It's like they reach a cap and they can't go any further. You know what I'm saying? So he's a little overrated. Jim Harbaugh from the Chargers is a little overrated. I know what he did back in the Niners, and I know what he's done in college. But college is college, and this is not, you know what I'm saying, 2012 or 2011. This is 2025. It's time to show us something, Jim Harbaugh, because everybody praises you like you're better than John Harbaugh, and you haven't done shit that he has done. You know what I'm saying? Who's another overrated coach? I think the coach of the who was it again?
I give you overrated coach.
Oh, I think the coach of the Bengals are a little overrated. What's up?
I think he's good. I don't think he's great, and I think he fucks up in big situations. Dan Quinn. Dan Quinn was a great coach for Washington this year, but something telling me that whenever it's the big game, he doesn't show up. I don't know if you noticed that, but that happened in the Super Bowl, and then it happened in the Washington Eagles game. They basically got blown out. They wasn't ready. So I don't know if he just doesn't rally the troops the right way or what it is. It's not a shot. It's just what I see,
I understand.
what I observe.
And Denali, winning the big one is not what makes a good coach, bro. Not many coaches are gonna. Some of the greatest coaches in the world don't win more than just one Super Bowl.
No, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? Lombardi only had 2. He had the first 2 of all time, but he only had 2. Not many Super Bowl coaches, not many best coaches win too many Super Bowls. Not everybody's gonna be Bill Belichick and Andy Reid, and
those are big
and Chuck Noll from the
those are
Steelers,
big
the old
shoes
school
to fill.
Steelers. It's very rare you're gonna win multiple. Bill Walsh, you know what I'm saying? Nobody win that many Super Bowls. For you to win that many Super Bowls, you have to have a perfect storm. I've always said it in the QFL. You have to have the quarterback, you have to have the coach, and you have to have the system and Hall of Fame players all over the place. That's the only way. When you see the Pittsburgh Steelers in the 70s, they had Hall of Famers all over the place, a great head coach and a great quarterback. The Cowboys, back in the day in the 90s, a great head coach, a great quarterback, and Hall of Famers all over the place. The Kansas City Chiefs, a great head coach, a great quarterback, and Hall of Famers all well with Tyreek Hill gone, it's not all over the place anymore, but when they first started, it was. And then look at the Patriots, Hall of Famers all over the place, plus a head coach. And these are their common things that you will see, bro.
Absolutely.
It's not his fault that he loses because he doesn't have everything. He doesn't have Hall of Famers all over the Bills. He only has Josh Allen. You see what I'm saying? It's not that easy. You got to have Hall of Famers all over the place to win that many Super Bowls, man. You can't expect that on the coach.
Not yet. Sean McDermott's been consistent. He's been consistent.
I think he's. I'm not saying he's underrated. I'm not saying he's overrated. I think he's rated just fine. And you said John Harbaugh is a bum. That's up to you. You can say what you want, but other than Mike Tomlin, nobody has the highest tenure in their team, respective team, than John Harbaugh. There's a reason for that. Not to mention, he leads the QFL history, most road wins by a coach in the playoffs. He has 16. Nobody's even at 10. He has 16 wins on the road in the playoffs. So say what you want about John Harbaugh, but I think Jim Harbaugh is the one you need to be over there hollering at because he ain't proving shit. He don't even got a Super Bowl. John does. He is very good, but he needs to get his team going. He needs to get his team going when it matters most in the playoffs because there's just too many years in a row. Eventually, we got to break out of it, or they're going to make changes. And I don't want him to make changes. I want him to stay there.
Yeah.
No, you don't have to like him. Sometimes I don't like him either. There are times we're in the goal line, and I'm like, yo, feed it to fucking Patrick Ricard, feed it to Derrick Henry, and he wants to go with a trick play that sometimes works, most times work, but when it doesn't work, it pisses me off because I know if you would have just handed it to our runners, we would have got that 1 or 2 yards. You know what I'm saying? It pisses me off every time. Every fucking time.
Fatality.
I run the ball 4th and 2 with Derrick Henry. I don't care. I'm running the ball. Why not? I know he can give me 2 yards.
And then after I, you know what I'm saying, handed it off to Henry or Ricard like 2 or 3 times, then I fuck with the defense's head and have Lamar Jackson keep it a few times and run it himself. You know what I mean? There's a lot of things you could create, but you gotta use the force first. We can get those 2 yards. They can't stop us. They haven't stopped us running the ball all day long. All we need is 2.
One thing about the NFL, it will never change when it comes to how you open up the offense. It starts with the run, and then it goes.
No.
And then you get to.
It will never change, but most teams will never learn. They're gonna continue. They're trying to do the Michael Vick, do a play action and throw it to Deshaun Jackson 70 yards down to the beginning of the game. You know what I'm saying?
He was not fucking lying.
How many players try to do that? I wish it was that easy.
How many times do we watch a game and the first play is a throw?
Correct.
Like, Jesus, can we get the running back that we got?
Yeah.
For $30 million, the ball, please. Why not?
And again, that was a perfect storm. You're talking about a receiver that can fly out there and has crazy hands, and a fucking quarterback that can actually sit in the pocket and wait to throw it 70 yards down the field and get it there accurately. Not many people could do that.
Not in that old goddamn flick of the wrist. He threw that bitch off his back foot. Still got it. It's like, damn.
But he's right. The most successful teams of all times lean on the run first to open up everything else. That's just the way football's always worked.
That's why it's made in the trenches. It's O-line, D-line. You gotta have it. Got to have it.
Let's do another over-under. Over or underrated teams.
Over underrated teams. Okay, I'll give you one.
I got the Detroit Lions a little overrated.
Yeah, I was gonna give you that as one.
I
But
got
was also gonna give you the Chargers.
Yes.
That they keep talking about. The way they're gonna make the playoffs and they're gonna be one of these top teams. Hell no. That like I get maybe making the playoffs as a wild card, but you ain't like getting in like comfortably. I don't see that happening. Another team that I think is overrated, the Bengals. They keep talking about the offense of that team, but they never talk about. For some reason, it just always slips their mind that they never have a good defense.
Talk that sass, nigga. Talk that sass.
I don't get it. I don't get it. I can't explain it.
Or an O-line, for that matter. And I also think the...
Would you say the 49ers? Or at this point they did.
No, I gotta wait and see what the Niners.
They're gonna be with.
I gotta wait and see what the Niners because they made too many moves. I gotta see what they look like now.
Gotcha.
I gotta see if they can continue this with the scheme, or was it that
we could say they were overrated.
A little bit. They were definitely a little bit overrated for sure. I think the Cowboys are overrated. A lot of people are picking them to make the playoffs just because of that NFC East shit. But I think it's the Commanders the only other team there.
Commanders, I can see.
Maybe even the Giants. I think the Giants might show up more than the Cowboys will at this time. I think the Cowboys have become the worst team in the NFC.
You know that is my sleeper. Like as far as just, I feel like their defense is gonna be really good this year. It was good last year, but people don't understand it. It's hard to keep playing defense when your quarterback sucks. Like when you can't get off the field, when you're mostly on the field, so it looks like you're bad, but you're really not. So I feel like this year maybe with a better QB situation, they might have a. I would say I'll go top 10. I'm not gonna go too crazy, but I think they will. I think the Giants are a sleeper defensively. Absolutely. Another team that I think is overrated. The Rams.
Yeah, that's one of those teams that could either make the playoffs again or could actually make.
But I don't think they can make. You know what I'm saying? Like I think they can make the playoffs.
Yeah.
But that's it. Like there's no.
All right, let's.
I can't see no way where they get to the Super Bowl.
Let's have some fun with that one. Big pause. What we're gonna do this Saturday, before we do the tower rankings, we're gonna take all the playoff teams from both the conferences from last season, and we're gonna try to guess who's out of all those teams who's gonna miss the playoffs this season.
I'm with it.
And then we do the tower rankings.
I'm with it. I'm definitely with it. The Rams are in my tower.
It is Charm City. He's asking, what is the nickname for Baltimore again? It is Charm City. Bodymore. Be more. Baltimore.
I seen they had the coach for Maryland's team in the house tonight in the preseason game.
Man,
that was dope. Seen they had a couple of the players in the back too. That was dope. It's good for like recognition.
What were the Bengals thinking playing their first stringers like that in the first game? Nobody's done that yet. They're the first ones.
Well, they wanted to show off their offense because they're not gonna have a defense this year, so they're trying to sell the offense.
Yeah, but are you telling me that their game plan was always going to be like, we're going to start our players at the beginning and then, you know what I'm saying, move them around because they only get 3 games now. Before it was 4, and they usually only play 3 anyway, and the 4th game they'll just skip.
I guess they won't play the next like 2-3 games.
What if they do? So what does that say? What does that say? Is that there's a foolish way of doing things, or that's their way of thinking that you could get more prepared? Because they missed that that 4th week. The last 3 seasons since they made that change, I've noticed that the first like 3 or 4 weeks of the NFL season, which I call the QFL, teams are very sloppy uncharacteristically. Like my Ravens are not sloppy usually at week 4 in regular season.
Yeah.
By week 2 they cut that down, but the last few seasons, week 4 we still be playing like a little weird, like preseason weird.
So you think they should play preseason? That's what you're saying.
Maybe that's what they think is going to work for them, and I hope that's what it is, because the only other explanation is that they are drafting bad and they have nothing in the bench to show for it. So it's why they had to start their players. Because I don't understand why would they do that.
I honestly think
I can't believe I saw that it was Jamar Chase who caught the touchdown, and I was trying to see who threw that ball, and I'm like, there's no way they're playing Joe Burrow. It was a Thursday night, week 1. I don't know, and they still lost anyway.
I mean, they lost because, like you said, our teams are deep, and they just don't have nothing like that.
They don't.
Like, I put the stats up. Like, I couldn't believe the stats that Tanner McKee had. He literally had like damn near flawless. If you want me to be real, Tanner McKee was fucking up that defense, and that's the first string defense. That's all I'm saying. Like, Tanner McKee was the starter.
That was the first string defense too. Damn.
Yes. Some of the secondary wasn't there. But most of that D line, the linebackers,
What the fuck?
and the safeties, those are your starters, Papa. Those were their starters. Papa.
Denali, he's a Rams fan? No. What was he from? He's from LA?
He said, "Whose house? Rams house." So I'm guessing.
What's your football team, Denali? And who's your favorite football player of all time?
So Tanner McKee. Let's see. Make sure. 20 of 25, 252 yards, 2 TDs, and a rushing touchdown on the push. Man,
London.
this is the Eagles' backup quarterback. Now, wait till the Bengals face Josh Allen.
Oh, you're a Giants fan. Okay.
Wait till they face Lamar Jackson.
Who? The Bengals?
Yeah, wait till they. That's what I'm saying. Wait till they face those teams over there.
No, but they already know.
But what I'm saying is, this was a backup quarterback.
I know.
That did this to them.
But they saw what Lamar did last week.
I'm gonna be honest. Tanner McKee eventually will start for somebody. Colts. You need a quarterback. You know what I'm saying? We could work something out. First round pick. We're giving to you. You're gonna have a hell of a quarterback. I'm not lying. I've been a fan of this kid since day one, and every preseason I've watched him, and you've watched him too. He ain't really done nothing wrong. He been precise. He gets to his reads real fast. His reaction time, he doesn't get flustered, and he don't take sacks.
Goddamn, white boy.
He'll throw the ball away. And he has the arm to make every throw.
The Colts might lose Anthony Richardson for a little while.
A pinky.
We fucked him up a little bit.
A broken pinky.
Ojabo sacked the shit out of his ass. I just saw the highlights. David Ojabo does not belong starting against those second stringers of
I seen that. I was like, what the fuck is he doing out here?
of the Colts. Ojabo should not have him playing. I guess Ojabo's still fighting for his job because he's always injury prone. But no, Harbaugh, we seen enough. Every time I saw him take a snap, he was the only guy around the quarterback. You know what I'm saying? The right tackle did a good job here and there, but it didn't last.
Well, if we're gonna speak about players, We gotta speak on that kick return. Was it? Wait, it was a punt return or a kick return?
No, it was a kick return.
We gotta speak on that because the moves.
He's a six rounder. Go figure.
The moves was crazy. I thought they had him like right there. All of a sudden, nigga like bounce all the way outside, end up getting a touchdown on it.
Yeah,
Jeez.
scooping up talent's never been a problem for the Ravens. The problem with the Ravens is that they never really had a lot of quarterbacks in their history. Until Joe Flacco got there, they didn't have much at quarterback in their history. And now, after Joe Flacco is Lamar Jackson. So this is the first time in Ravens history where they have back-to-back quarterbacks that could get them to the playoffs and do more.
You know what I wish you guys had though, and I know you guys have a lot at wide receiver, but I wish you had an X receiver, somebody that just go up and get the ball most of the time. Because I feel like that's it. That's Andrews, or likely, but now who's that gonna be?
Yeah, but the Ravens don't run like that. That's not how our offense runs. Our offense is to run the ball.
Yeah, but I'm saying when you get in those situations where you wanna,
We don't use
make
those situations
throws.
like all the other teams do. When everybody zigs, we zag. Remember? We don't do the conventional shit like that. Our shit is gonna work because we know we could run the football, and once they start bringing extra guys, Lamar does what he does. They cannot stop it. We stop ourselves. That's the killer. Is that we stop ourselves. Time and time and time again. I'm sick of it. And some people are gonna say that's an excuse. That's not an excuse. That's the truth. Nobody can beat the Ravens except themselves. And that's more embarrassing than that's just what them losing to me. So that's not making an excuse because to me that's more roasted. That is very roasted. It's embarrassing. It's humiliating. The fact that you can't ever just lose fair and square. You always got to shoot yourself in the foot. That pisses me off. So I want Aaron Boone gone. Because he's been doing that with the Yankees. And the Yankees don't have a history of doing this. This is not our MO.
I know.
Okay?
Believe me, I know.
This is not our MO.
I don't know what the hell.
So that's why I can't. I'm in boycott. I can expect this from the Knicks. I don't expect much like this from the Ravens. It's just that I know that we tend to beat ourselves. Okay, we always either back then in the Ray Lewis era, our problem was that we always played down to our competition. So if we're playing the best team in the league, we're gonna play against the best team in the league with force. But when we're playing the weakest team in the league, we're gonna look like we are the weakest team in the league right along with them. That's what happened in the Ray Lewis days. In the Lamar Jackson era, it's that we fucking fuck up when we need to excel or execute. And it's everybody. It's everybody. Coaching, players, you name it. Field goal kicker, you name it.
And
Everybody.
And it's simple shit like throwing the ball to the opponent when you're on first down. Like why are we throwing the ball here? So yeah, that has to do with play calling.
Yeah.
So that can't just all be on Lamar.
What we have is a wide receiver, a Z receiver, and 2 tight ends.
Yeah, you guys got that. I ain't gonna lie, motherfuckers hell.
Yeah, but likely is gone for a while. He ain't gone for the season, but he's gone for a while.
But you got Bateman. You got Bateman.
Yep. And we got Bernie Kolar. He's the backup tight end to Isaiah Likely, who's actually very good. And we have Mark Andrews, obviously. He has a 92 rating, it mattered for a reason. It is what it is.
Will he be on another NFL roster this year?
Well, who? Oh, the Legatron. I call him Legatron. He's talking about Justin Tucker. He is getting sued for sexual assault, SA, and he's apparently there's more truth to it than not. Kind of like
That's why they had to let him go.
kind of like Deshaun Watson. That you know what I'm saying. The lawsuits, because sometimes it's lawsuits and it's just girls trying to get paid and nothing happens. There's no truth to it. But then there are lawsuits where it's actually true. And it looks like with Justin Tucker it's true because the Ravens let him go. And not only that, the NFL then after the Ravens had let him go, suspended him for 11 weeks. So even if anybody signs him this week, he won't be playing till week 12 or 13.
And I don't think he can play in the playoffs either.
Yeah. And not to mention the Ravens. Let me tell you something. This is why I love the Ravens. This is another thing why I love the Ravens. There's 3 reasons why I love the Ravens. Like basic reasons. There's more, but there's 3 main reasons. Number 1 is because of their mentality and their energy. Their culture is defense, hard hitting, physical, tackle, old school football, and run the fucking ball. All right, we don't talk shit. We ain't there to showboat nothing. We're just there to play football Ravens way. Okay, we're just gonna have our way more often than not. Another thing that I like about the Ravens is they know how to scout. They know how to build a football team. This is a real organization this is the organization that Jim Brown, the Hall of Fame great American that he is, and civil rights activist, Jim Brown played for this organization that you know as the Ravens, not the Cleveland Browns that you play over there. He played for Cleveland Browns, but the Cleveland Browns that he played for now plays in Baltimore, and you can tell. You can tell that a man called Jim Brown played for this organization. Okay. Now, number 3 is because they know how to fix shit. When something is wrong, they fix it. When we fucking lost to the New England Patriots in 2011, we lost because we missed the fucking field goal in the AFC Championship game. And that's the one that Eli Manning won his second time. So what did they do? They draft to this day, the most accurate kicker of all time and fix that problem. And, well, when we have our legendary kicker missing field goals and getting into some shit, looks like we fixed the problem. I don't know for sure. I'm just saying it looks like it. I've seen it before, and it looks like it's happening again. When we needed a center, we got a center. When we needed a safety, we got a safety. When we need something we need to fix, we fix it. When we needed a linebacker, we got Patrick Queen. You know what I'm saying? And we just got this kicker. He wears my favorite number, 33. This man, let me tell you something. I haven't seen much. I just knew he could hit from 70. That's all they told me. I just hope he was accurate. Well, I saw accurate. I saw in training camp, this man is doing crazy shit. And in this game, this man is amazing. So, now it looks like we fixed the problem. Sorry, Justin Tuck. I love you, bro. But come week 13 or 12, whatever you're allowed to come back to play. But how does it work, though? Does he have to be signed for a team for the suspension to actually take effect? Because if he's not signed for the team, what if he doesn't get signed until week 10 or something? And they're like, the suspension starts now.
I think the suspension starts right then and there, like when they gave it to him.
Okay.
I
would hope so, right?
Yeah,
because
he's still working. It's not like
no, he's not working. He's a free agent.
But
he's not retired.
Exactly,
but he's not retired.
Exactly,
yeah,
that's what I mean. So it's just a suspension.
I would hope so. I never actually knew. I never looked it up.
I hope so. Cause
it makes sense to me to be that way.
If it was the other way, you're fucked. Because you don't even know if somebody want to sign you. Why would somebody want to sign you? That makes no sense.
It makes no sense. But I think it goes the way you said. I think no matter what, as long as he's not retired, he's going to serve out his suspension. And when he's done, I'm sure this team's going to call him.
But I also think he might well just sit this year because I don't even think he can play in the playoffs.
You never know.
I would have to look that up, but I don't think so. I think it's like you get suspended if you get suspended during the year. But I could be wrong.
No. All you have to do is serve your suspension. That's it. You can play in the playoffs if your team makes it to the playoffs, and if they sign you to, yeah. But you never know. You might be right that he might not even get signed this season, but there's also the possibility somebody gets hurt. They got no other option.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You never know.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. I mean
that's always a possibility. But I agree. I don't think he's gonna play this year.
He would be one of my number 1 kickers to get in free agency if I needed one.
Yep.
That's for damn sure. He deserved that moniker.
So I have a strategy where I try to, like, in my mock drafts, when it comes to kicker, everybody leaves the kicker to the second to last or last pick. I don't. After I have gotten my starting running backs, wide receivers, quarterback, and fucking backup or flex, I mean not backup, but flex. Once I've gotten that, if I don't like the names that are in front of me for a while, I'm just gonna pick a kicker. But if I like a few names in there, I'm obviously gonna pick them first. You know what I'm saying?
I wanna see who in our draft tries to draft Justin Tucker.
It's gonna be Ed Money. It's gonna be Ed Money. You already know that.
Yeah, it's another night, bitch.
He's the lord of bad picks.
It'd be like the 12th or 13th round, and we be picking somebody else. He'd be like, "Damn, nobody picked Justin Tucker." And grab.
Nah, he might wait. He might grab it in the 11th round like he did last year.
I'm a fucking
Not know that he's a free agent.
I'm gonna fucking die, bro. I swear I'm gonna die if we do that.
Oh, he's a free agent. I thought it said
we said
San
it on here
Francisco.
first. We said it on here first. Oh man.
Yeah.
We got receipts.
But we're gonna close out here, everybody. We're gonna come back on Saturday. Saturday we'll review a few of the more of the preseason games. We're gonna make a nice little guess of what we're gonna expect in the 2025 NFL season, and what teams are not gonna make the playoffs from the playoffs.
We could do bold predictions. You wanna do that?
No, I'm gonna wait till.
You wanna wait a little?
For those predictions, I want to wait till after the preseason's over.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, we'll get to that soon. Don't you worry, we'll get there.
Fatality.
But appreciate everybody tuning in. This is the Pressure Podcast. We'll remind you it means to perform and react in dual using strategies in sports under rigorous environments, mother.
Give me a hell yeah.
Any podcast or viewer has saved. You have a webcam, we will send you a link so you can put it in a little screen back there. Hop on the mic and talk your shit.
Finish him.
We're here Mondays, Thursdays, and Saturdays at midnight. Please feel free to subscribe, leave a like, comment. We want to hear your takes. Denali, appreciate you, brother.
Denali, you bold, boy. You bold.